Hey everybody, welcome aboard. It's Shane and I'm back in the Flight Factor 777. I just installed the latest update and the jet's acting like it didn't save any of my preferences. So I might have to do a little bit of messing around in this EFB here because I'm already seeing this little guy, which I did not want. That's the voice activated thing where you got to talk to the purser and all this stuff. I don't really want to mess with that. So let me just make sure I turn that off before we get any further into this. So crew interaction. Crew voice communication, I don't want that. Hopefully there's no other changes in here we have to worry about. Like everything is messed up. When I got back into this thing. It's not? Alright, hold on. Test. You sure? Martin, it should be working. When I got back into this thing, all of my custom views, everything was not saved. So I don't know what happened here with this update, but it's acting like it's installed fresh. Hopefully I don't have to go to the EFB and reset every little thing. Anyway, I haven't flown this plane in over a month, so I'm going to run this checklist from scratch because I don't remember how to do a lot of stuff. So bear with me as I go through this, as I work this out. All right, let's go ahead and start to get power on this jet here. Nope, I want the electrical battery. Secondary, primary power, cabin utility and IF3 seats. Parking brake is released. Indicator lights, let's go master bright. Fire overheat test. Okay, ADIRU is on, emergency lights, armed, window heat. Armed. Seatbelt signs. No electronics. Nav lights. Logo lights. Wing lights not required. Let's go. There we go. Flight deck lighting is set. EFIS panel. Data position. Data position. Let's put this on plan. 80. And map. Okay. And CPDLC. I know, dude. Updating this jet's always difficult, man. It really is. It takes so long. Let's see. External services. CPDLC. So we're going to be American Airlines 3327. And we'll connect. And then Navigraph services. Let's go ahead and grab this data from SimBrief. Okay. 3327, but we're going up to JFK from Charlotte tonight. Less than 2 hours. Alright, and then over to weight and balance. Let's go ahead and fill from SimBrief. And I'll go over to the CG summary. And I'd like to move this Mac into the mid to high 20s. 27 usually strikes my fancy here. Let's see if I can get it to that. Might have to settle on 28.1. That'll be alright. I'll go to loading page. I'm going to do simultaneous full load. And then back over to the weight summary. CG checks. Alright, at least we got that done. Alright, what else we got to do here? Set up the FMC. So I want to use the data link tonight, but I know that the ADIRU needs to be everything needs to be aligned. So let me try to remember how to do that here. I think it's under airplane. Align ADIRU now. So when that's done, it allows you to do your data link. So let's go ahead and press on with that. So FMC. Position initialization. Route. Let's do a route request. Hey, here we go. Uplink ready. Let's load it. Okay, so let's check our departures. So we got 1-8 left, and the departure tonight is the Barmy 6 with the tie transition. And then for the arrival, we are expecting runway 13 left, so I'll put the ILS in for now, but we can adjust that later on. And a Cameron 5 arrival with the CIL transition. Again, we can adjust this later on, but I like to kind of get it set up just to start. So 1-3 left. Ooh. Oh, I like 1-3 left. I wonder. What approaches are they using tonight? RNAV GPS. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, that's a fun one. So, RNAV GPS, runway 13 left from Cover will be great. Yeah, dude, I hope they let me fly that. That'll be fun. Oh, what's going on in the Discord? Anything good? So RNAV runway 13 left from Cover. So let's go back. Oops. Arrival. I want. Oh, dang it. Okay. I want the RNAV GPS 13 left. RNAV 13 left for Cover. All right, let's check the route. That looks good for now. I'll go with that. So route, let's activate. Performance initialization. Let's take a look at these numbers here. Gross weight 404. We're pretty light tonight. Accept that. Okay. Thrust limit. All right. Yeah, I do use accept data, and this one only took about 10 minutes today, but sometimes it takes a lot longer. All right, let's see. I don't remember this. The performance thing gave you a derated thrust. Let me see. No, it does not. Let's try Teo. You know what? No, I'll do this. I'll use SimBrief. Okay, TO2. Flaps 5. Temperature 52. Let's do that. So TO2. 52. Man, look at these numbers. Okay, I'll run that through here just to make sure. Try. All right, the wind 2003. Outside air temperature is 32. Wow. And the altimeter is 3011. Okay. TO2. Alright, let's calculate. Interesting, it gives you different numbers here. 126, 130, 134. Let's go with this. 126, 130, 134. 126, 130, 134. Alright, so we got legs over here, and we'll put takeoff over here. So FMC should be checked and set. One last thing I'll do is I'll go ahead and get the wind uplink here. So let's load the wind data. me make sure it got it. Pretty sure it did, but I'm gonna make sure. Okay. So FMC is checked, guys. I think we're ready here. Hey, what's up, man? It's been a while. I don't fly as much as I want to lately, but hopefully we'll fix that tonight. Okay. Alright, far clearance. Let's see what we got here. Alright. We are cleared to destination JFK via Barmy 6 Thai Q64. Alright. Maintain 8,000 feet. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. I need to get my Mobi flight set up here. There we go. Alright, 8,000 feet. Okay, departure frequency is on 120.5. Speed restrictions apply. See chart. All right. And squawk code 7222. All right, that's set. Radios are set for departure. Fuel quantity 36.9 is set. FMC is checked. Flight directors on left, right. Auto throttle is armed. MCP airspeed will be V2, which is 134. Okay, heading I'm going to set to 180 until I determine the actual runway heading. Altimeters 3011. Okay, altimeters checked and set. Auto brakes, RTO, Wixer panel. Let's go Wix T, T, and auto. Lower MFD on status. Okay, let's get the APU on. APU gen is on. APU starting. Okay, departure briefing. Alright, crew, let's go over the weather real quick. Here is our weather brief. So at Charlotte, we currently have that Sim ATIS shows wind 2103, 10 miles visibility, fuel clouds 5500, temperature 32, altimeter 3001. The simultaneous departures improve in use. Expect 18 center, 18 left. Okay, and at JFK, current weather is wind 2109 at 9, 10 miles visibility, approach in use, ILS runway 22 left. Oh, did it change it? Oh, that's a bummer. I saw 13 earlier. See, real world ATIS is showing RNAV GPS Zulu 13 left, but the ATIS, sorry, the VATSIM ATIS is showing 22 left. We'll see what we can do when we get there. Maybe they'll let us have 13. I don't know. That'd be a much more fun approach to do. Alright, Current wind there is 209. Fuel clouds at 4,500. Altimeter 3028. Temperature is 19 degrees. For your departure briefing, crew, tonight. Let's see here. We're on the ground at Charlotte at the Delta gates. Since we got 1-8 left, we'll push back onto Mike, and we'll expect Mike Charlie short taxi to 1-8 left, full length departure. We have 8,600 feet available. Onto the Barmy 6 RNAV departure. Instructions for 1-8 left. Climb on assigned heading by ATC on radar vectors to Meshi, then on depicted route to Barmy. Then on assigned transition, maintain 3,000. Expect filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. I don't see any speed restrictions here. Alright, very well. Departure briefing performed. Final cockpit preparation checklist complete. I'll call the tug.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Doors and windows. Airplane doors. External power is off.
Okay, all
Gen
doors and
controls,
hatches are
backup
closed.
gens are on.
Ready to
Hydraulic
connect.
pumps.
Set the parking brake.
Parking brake set. Fuel pumps. Restrict fans, packs, trim air, isolation valves, and the bleed valves are all on. Temp controls are set. Okay, lower MFD is on engine. Wheel chocks and ground support equipment. We can pull all that now. Beacon light is on. ACARS. Okay, flight is started. Transponder. TARA. Alright, let's go ahead and call for taxi clearance or push to start here. Charlotte departure, good evening. American 3327 at Charlotte Gate Delta 5. Request push and start on the taxiway Mike.
American 3327, heavy push and start will be at your discretion.
Okay, just want to confirm we're going to push on to an active taxiway.
American 3327, are you, you're going to push facing southwestbound on Mike?
Facing northeast towards 1-8 left.
American 3327, Mike is cut off halfway through the ramp, so that's not part of the moving area.
Alright, I'll take a look. I don't know what okay, what's going on here?
American 714, taxi, echo to the ramp, have it going. Echo to the ramp, American 714, thanks for the
It's cut off? What? Okay, hold on. What are we talking about here?
Charlotte departure, Piedmont 5970 with Yankee, ready for start. Piedmont 5970, Charlotte departure, push and start is at your discretion.
I'm not quite sure what this guy's talking about. We're just gonna go ahead and do our thing. I don't know.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
To me, I'm on a taxiway here, but it's fine. We'll just do this.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted.
What's
Release
up, Tweedle?
parking brake.
Thanks for showing up. Alright, let's do this. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright, let's start the left engine. Start. Apparently in the latest update they did not change the locking the seat around. Okay, got good rotation on left, fuel is on left. Okay, fuel flow each T. You know what? These are not Rolls-Royce engines. That sucks. This thing, my EFB is all jacked up, man. Like this should have been on the Rolls-Royce engines. I don't know if we can change them now.
Blue Streak 5040, taxi left on negative of the ramp. Have a good one.
Probably not.
Blue Streak 5040, take care of it.
Oh, dang it. These are, we're supposed to be Rolls-Royce engines, and these are not. I don't know what happens if we change it in the middle of it. Oh, dang it. Well, I'm not going to change it now. I'm already started, but dang it, that was not the intent. I meant to, I meant to have Rolls-Royce engines on here, guys. I forgot to change it. That sucks. So, last I checked, Mikey, you cannot lock the seat unless it's a 300 ER. They didn't add that to the other aircraft. If you can tell me where it's at, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that they did not add that to this jet. Anyway. To my knowledge,
Operation complete.
if you can tell me where it's at, I haven't been able to find it. Let me know.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Well, what I'm telling you is I only think it's on the 300. I don't think it's on anything else yet. So, unfortunately, guys, no Rolls-Royce engines tonight. I apologize. I thought I had them enabled, but my EFB got reset somehow. And all that stuff is not here. Like, all of this got reset. This is not how I had this thing configured. Alright, have to start checklist. APU's off. Wait for ground signal. Taxi checklist. Flaps set for takeoff. Flaps 5. Stab trim is going to be 4. Takeoff data is reviewed.
Disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Takeoff thrust setting 93.2. I wish this were Rolls-Royce engines, guys. I'm sorry. I don't fly this jet enough, so I forget some things. Runway turn off. Lower MFD. Flight control. Flight controls check. Well, it shouldn't have happened. Is a problem. The EFB got completely reset, and I don't know why it did. Okay, taxi clearance. What is the information here? information, Yankee. Sharp departure, good evening. American 3327 ready for taxi. 18 left, information, Yankee.
American 3327, heavy runway 18 left, taxi via Mike Charlie.
18 left via Mike Charlie. American 3327. Alright, Mike Charlie. So we're going to make a right turn here and a left turn there. Okay, no update to departure briefing. Let's go. Oh, not quite yet. I don't want to do toga on the ramp. We might go for a ride here. Man, I wish I had the Rolls-Royce engines on this thing. I'm really bummed out. We're gonna tell you what, guys. When we get up to cruise, we're gonna go through this whole EFB and fix it because there's all kinds of stuff that got reset that I was not anticipating getting reset.
Approaching 18 left.
Okay, noticeable steering and brakes are checked. Okay, before takeoff checklist. Recall is checked. LNAV heading select. Brakes are on. Tell you what, I'll put terrain on the right. Works on the left. We'll go. Tell you what. I'll give you the change log. I'll give you the change log once we're in the area.
American 3327, heavy fly, runway heading, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff when I left, fly runway heading, American 3327. Alright, crew, let's get on the runway. We're ready.
Approaching
TCAS
18
clear, clear left, clear right. I think I overshot that center line a little bit. Let me correct.
On runway 18 left.
There we go. Okay, lights are on. Takeoff clearance is good. Clock's running. Let's do it. Okay, set takeoff thrust. Okay, thrust set. Hold.
V1.
Rotate. Okay, gear up.
American 3327, radar contact, say altitude leaving.
Climb to 1,800, 3327.
American 3327, roger, clear to direct to Gulf E, climb and maintain 16,000.
I direct Gopi, 3,000, 3327.
American 3327, climb and maintain 16,000.
16,000 for 3327.
American 1538, Charlotte Tower.
Alright, direct Golfy.
American 1538, heavy Charlotte approach.
And let's go LNAV. Okay. Prime thrust. Hey, flaps 1. No, this is, hey Martin, this is the EE expansion. So I have, okay, flaps up. I have the ER and the F. I do not have the 300 ER because I just don't have a need for that plane right now. Unless somebody wants to gift me one for Christmas.
1538,
I just don't think I'd fly it enough, so I don't have the 300 ER, just the other two. But I do have the engine expansion. Alright guys, we're at direct Gulfy. Autopilot's off, I'm flying by hand. A little bit of nose down trim here. Okay, after takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, the lights out, flaps are up. Recall.
American 3327 heavy, Atlanta Center's offline, frequency change, route, have a good one.
Okay, over to advisory, thanks for the service. American 3327. Okay, exterior lights. There we go. Just flying real good tonight, guys. Feels good. Alright, I think I'll let the autopilot take it from here. That was a nice takeoff. What do you think, guys? Felt good. Alright, let's get over to CTAF here. Ooh, that's nice, dude. Hold on. Look at that screenshot. It is 10,000 feet, climb speed 320. Yeah, so Captain Go-Round, I did do something. So what I had been doing was going into the flight model after every update and changing the controls around, and I got tired of doing that because every time there's an update, all my changes would be messed up. So what I did was I tried something different this time. I changed the response curves on my pitch and roll so that they're a little more nulled out, just in the joystick controls, and it made it much more smooth for me. So I'm gonna stop chasing the flight model because every time I make a change, you're gonna change it anyway. So I'll just adjust it on my end on the joystick side of the house, and it made a much smoother takeoff, less touchy in the roll, and a little slower on the elevator. So that seems to work fine for me. Yep. I'll show you what I did. I'll show you what I did here in just a minute. Okay, 10,000 feet. I forgot to do this. Alright guys, climbing good here. So real quick, I'll show you what I did. So if you go over here, oh, GA stuff. Yeah, you could. That's cool. So I put the roll at 0.8 on the top end, cubic, 0.8 on the roll, and then for the pitch, 0.85 cubic, and that's giving me a much nicer response to the control inputs. Mikey, I think my problem with flying GA in a flight sim is I can go do that. I can go do that for real. So I like the sim stuff that I can't do. You know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with GA flying in a flight sim at all. It just doesn't. It's not very fulfilling for me, I guess. At speed, VNAV altitude. Oh crap! Hold on. Okay, up to 390 approved. Okay, thrust ref, VNAV speed. So now that we have some time, guys, we're about to hit transition altitude. I'll go ahead and do that. We'll double check it at 190. We're gonna go through the EFB and set everything back the way I want it because I don't know, all my preferences got deleted or something here. Okay, 180 altimeters standard. We'll cross check that at 190. Okay, cross check. After takeoff checklist complete. Alright, let's go through this EFB, guys. We're just going to do it top to bottom and review it and make sure everything is correct. Alright, so let's go back to menu. We'll start with airplane. Nothing in there. Simulation, general sim. Okay, that's good. General airplane. I don't want that music, no. Seat moves automatically. Maybe I can turn that off. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, that's good. Airplane config, nope. Avionics. Ethos. Yep, like none of this stuff's on here. I wanted all that on. Like it all got changed. Okay, that's good. So Ethos is back, fixed. Alright, that's all good. Avionics is good. Okay, that's good. That's good. So some of the stuff saved, but not all of it did. Alright, that's all in there. That's good. Simulation. Alright, that's good. I think we're good. Alright, so somebody was asking me about what the update had. Let's go take a look at it at the Flight Factor website. That'll be better. Alright, so this was the update that I installed today. 2.5.17. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. But one thing I don't see is the seat position fix. Now you can go check it out at their website. It's a lot of the under the hood stuff. I think not a lot of the stuff I think you're gonna notice on any given day when you're flying. And then they have a new beta out, which I'm not flying. It's refactored the electrical system to make it easier and more stable to share the basic common things with the 787. So that's not a problem for me. What they're doing. They're basically trying to make the code for the electrical system on this jet similar to what can be used on the 787, so that it's easier for them to do, kind of copy pasta some code, is what my interpretation is on that. And I have no problem with that. Whatever gets that jet out quicker for us is fine. Okay, flight level 320 for 390. Oh, maybe I did just fix the seat thing. That could be it there. Look, let's try it. Yeah, I think I just fixed it. No, the seat thing appears to be fixed now. Every time I would press 8 on my keypad, it used to move. Now it doesn't. Okay, 2,000 to go. Okay, 1,000 to go, but I did not get my oral chime. Well, I wonder why that is. My altitude alerter. Something's not right. That's it. Oral altitude alert. That's it. Okay, speed, VNAV path. They fixed for the magenta line on zinc, but zinc is AMD stuff, right? We don't use zinc for NVIDIA. Remind me if that's correct or not. People actually have AMD video cards? I'm just kidding, Mike. Have I ever done a giveaway? Martin, that's a great question. I have never done a giveaway. And the reason being is I don't really make a lot of money doing this myself, and no one gives me crap. So, okay, let me rephrase that. People have given me stuff, but as far as like the big payware people, they don't. No one does anything for me, right? Like Flight Factor, I don't have any real association. Who else? Tolus, like none of the people who have things to give out give me anything to give out. I can't even get some access to the FlyJ Sim 737-200. I asked if I could stream it. They were like, "Who? Never heard of her." So I don't have anything to give you. I'd have to pay out of my own pocket to give a giveaway away. And if you knew how little money I make doing YouTube, you know, I'd be paying a lot of money out of pocket to give things away. Hopefully, if I continue to grow the channel and people like what I do here, and I get more subscribers, more views, I can get more of the big name flight sim people to give me some, you know, give me some attention, and they'll give me something that I can give out to you guys. But I can't even get them to let me stream stuff before it comes out, so that's kind of where I'm at with the giveaway thing. Like, I would have to buy something to give away, and that would basically suck up my entire month's ad revenue from YouTube just from one thing. And I love you guys very much, but I don't love you enough to spend my hard-earned cash at this time for giveaways. Someday. All right, let's tell you what. Let's get ready to do a fuel check here. So every now and then we need to spot check our waypoints to make sure our fuel burn projections are matching the flight plan. So TYI, what we're going to do here is we'll pull up our flight plan. And we'll go down to that fix, which is right here, Tar River. So passing Tar River, we should have 25.1 of the tank and burned 11.8. Not too far off of that. So right now we got 27.5 on board, and we got 26 miles to go. We'll probably be about 1,000 pounds high, which is fine. We did have a pretty short taxi at Charlotte today. get some music going here, huh? A little background noise. And I think I'll turn down this wind noise just a little bit there. There you go. So, I don't know if you guys have, if you're in United Virtual, but this new ACAR system that we have is really awesome. Like, this thing is... I used to think that love cars for like Southwest Virtual was like the industry standard for ACAR systems, but with this new one that just came out for United Virtual, this is really awesome. Like, look at how cool this thing is, guys. You can do so much with this. You can do everything from here. You don't even need to go to their website anymore. You can plan, you can book, you can get weather updates. Look at this. This thing is... I should have just done a weather briefing from here. This is great. So yeah, if you're not in United Virtual yet, first of all, come join UPS because that could be a hub manager. But second VA, I highly recommend United Virtual because this thing is really, really cool. Like, this is one of the coolest ACAR systems I've ever seen. I don't even need VATSIM radar anymore. Like, this shows other traffic as well, see? Okay, so we're approaching our fix here, Tar River. So per the flight plan, we should have 25.1 on the fuel, and it looks like we've got 26.9, so we're about 1,800 pounds over the expected fuel burn here, and that's quite okay. We did have a short taxi, so that's probably where some of the fuel went, or didn't go. So there you go, we're 1.7 over. Okay, 348 miles to go. So, even though they didn't want me to test flight their jet, no hard feelings, I do want to make you guys aware of this. For those of you who may not be tracking, this FlyJ Sim 737-200 is coming out, I believe, Friday on the 12th. And I think I'm going to go ahead and buy it because I just like classic jets. And I really want to fly this thing because it looks cool. I'm not quite sure how the flight model is going to be. I've heard conflicting things that it's not that great or it's fine. I'll just check it out, and I'll tell you what. If it doesn't fly great, I'll make it fly great because that's what I do. I fix flight models. So I'm not saying that it doesn't, though. It very well could be excellent. So it may not even need me to tweak it at all. But if it needs some tweaks, I'll do it. Because from what I've heard, these guys are not really receptive to feedback like that. They don't really want to hear about their flight model not being any good. So I could be wrong, but either way, I'm going to get the jet, and you can count on me flying it this weekend. Doing a lot of short hauls with it. Now, today at work, I had a chance to record something really cool. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because I want you to hear something. All right. So you guys get a little sneak peek if you haven't seen it yet. But let's see here. Let me just show you something cool. It's not live on my channel yet, but you guys can see it because it was really neat. Give me a second. Watch this. This is at my work. This is the Omega 707 air refueling tanker. They do contract refueling for the Navy and stuff like that. So it looks kind of pixelated, but when it comes on YouTube Live, when I make it like public, it'll look a lot better than this. But just listen to this, guys. Oh my God, that's so hot. I love hearing this thing take off and land every day. Oh, I didn't even have the sound turned up. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to give you a blast of the good stuff. Stand by. You're going to get okay, headphone warning. You're going to get it. This is what it sounded like when it flew over me. Yep. So that's what I got to hear today, and I went over to the runway to catch that. No, I don't think it sounds anything like a KC-10. A KC-10 sounds very, very different. In fact, if you'd like to hear what a KC-10 sounds like, let me see. I might have a video of that. Because these have JT8Ds, or JT3Ds rather, the TF33 engines. The KC-10 has something very different. Basically CF6 engines. Alright, here you go. So this is a really special thing here I'm going to show you. This is KC-10 that flew into my base as a museum piece. This is this jet's final landing ever. So it's coming down from Travis Air Force Base and landing at my base here. I got this about 2 years ago when it was coming in for, it came in and landed at my base, and we towed it over to the Air Museum, and it hasn't flown since. Kind of a somber moment. This KC-10's last ever landing. I was there to catch it. And it was a bit of a rough landing too, if I might add. This was my old iPhone, so I didn't have that ×9 zoom. But if I'd zoomed in on it, you would have seen some slammer right there. Yeah, watch this thing, dude. This is a slammer. Boom. Why'd you hate loading KC-10s? Now, I know they're a little sensitive to CG, so you have to be very careful how you stack the stuff in there because you'll set it on its butt pretty easily. That's an AMD11 KC-10, DC-10 kind of problem. Are you aerial port, dude? Mikey, are you port? Don't tell me you're a aerial port guy. What's up, Darren? How you doing, man? I'm using your most current version of the XVAT sim right now. We're just watching some old videos. I caught the KC, that 707 landing at my base today, and the KC-10 that landed there for the museum a couple years ago. Delta 211, huh? Let's see if we can find you. Oh crap, you got a long haul going, huh? Atlanta to Cape Town, dang. Oh, thanks, Darren. I appreciate that. Yeah. So this is my vision for the banner. What I would like to display it basically during cruise. During takeoff and landing, I would probably just turn it off because I want the whole screen available for people to watch the landing grid. The less vertical space that takes at the top, the better. You know what I mean? And theoretically, if the banner was narrow enough at the top, I would probably just leave it on for the whole flight. But I've seen some other banners, not yours, that take up so much real estate at the top of the screen, it like blocks half the vision out the windscreen for the viewers. And it's not something I really wanted. I don't want that for like a banner that I'm using. But of course, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm not trying to tell you what to do or how to do it. I'm grateful for anything you do for me. All the plugins you make, all the software, everything you do is greatly appreciated, especially for what you charge people for it. So, whatever you give us, we'll be grateful for it. But if you're asking for feedback, the narrower at the top, the better. It can go fully across left to right because there's a lot of real estate up there for that. But, we don't want it to protrude too far into the windscreen for the viewers. I don't see it on my screen. It's just because it's it'd be an OBS overlay. Darren, have you had a chance to use the new UAL ACARS yet? It's really, really good, man. I think you would appreciate this thing. It's a pretty awesome piece of coding work to put this thing together. Like this ACARS system is super professional. I would pay money for this thing. Like the functionality that it has, the aesthetics, everything that it does. This is like payware quality ACARS, and it's free. So the guy that made this is a mad scientist of coding to put this thing together and make it do what it does. This is really great. I know, one screen for everything. That's what I like about it. Everything you need is here. Charts, your logbook, weather, the live map, the bid center, the dashboard. Everything you can do from here. You don't even need to go to their website anymore. That's so cool. And it looks so good. And this was my contribution. Hey, Darren, I'm really proud of this. I was on the beta team for this. This was my contribution to the to it. I said it would be really awesome if we could have UTC displayed on the dashboard here, so we know what time it is all the time. So they put this in for me, or for us, so we have a UTC reference at all times on this system. And it also has the local time for your destination here, just so you can see what the difference is. Like, this is really cool. And you can switch between light and dark mode. I don't know who on earth would ever use the light mode, but dark mode is a must for anything that I have. I love dark mode. Check out this logbook, man. Yep, they could for people who use it, but if you're using a payware, for example, for like the 777 here, that's kind of built in. So I think the expectation is you'd use the onboard performance calculating software before you use that. But I'm sure we can ask for that. You can put a feature request in for that, and the guy will probably do it. The dude that made it is really, really receptive to feedback, and added a lot of features based on what we requested, without coming up with excuses or making arguments or saying no. He said, "Let me see what I can do," and 9 times out of 10 he was able to do it. So, you know, very similar to you, Darren. The guy that made that software was very open to feedback and you know, just really great to work with for how he rolled that out. And he put a lot of work into making it work for X-Plane, because it did not for a while. But he listened to us X-Plane guys, and he spent a lot of time making sure that it would work, and it does. So unlike Southwest, that doesn't seem to give a crap about X-Plane pilots, this guy definitely does. Hey, what's up, Jared? Jared.dev. Welcome aboard. I don't get no love on Twitch. X-Plane is kind of a desert on Twitch, so I appreciate when you guys show up. Because I'm multicasting on YouTube and Twitch right now, but the overlay that I use on OBS, I can see chat messages from both. So thanks for showing up. In fact, I'm going to turn on my chat overlay here. Jared, you're absolutely right. Now, on my Discord server, we have pilots that fly both Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane, and we get along just fine, but I would say that 75% of my Discord Flight Sim population are X-Plane guys, and I think it's because I fly X-Plane and they come to my streams, so they come over to my Discord from here. So it's shared interest, right? hey, oh, he's a Microsoft Flight Sim pilot? Nobody's perfect. I'll be right back. I gotta grab another brewski. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I went to hit the lav while I was up and about. Let's see, how we're looking here for arrival stuff. I think we're getting kind of close to the top. Okay, top of descent's in 95 miles. Hey, Mikey, what do you think about XPME? Alright, let's see. 103. We'll brief the arrival in a few minutes here. There we go. So, hey, nice, good news here, guys. ATC has left the chat, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that runway 13 left approach anyway. So it's landing 22, or what? That's what Vatson wanted me to do, was land on the 22s. But the RNAV approach to 13 left is really, really great. So we're gonna do that instead. Let me start getting set up for the arrival briefing here. Alright, so let's see here. General airplane. Nope. Airplane. Current weight is 390. And our flight... What? No, I don't care about that. Let's see. Estimated landing weight's going to be 384. Alright. Let's do this here. Be 13 left. Try. Okay, current wind. You know what? Hold on. Let's use ACARS. We have it, right? Let's use it. Let's see, flight information. JFK. Okay, wind is 210 at 10, view clouds at 42, temperature 17, altimeter 3027. So 210 at 10. So a little crosswind action today. How's that sound? 210, because I can handle it. 210 at 10, 17C. Altimeter is 3027. 3027. Landing weight will be 384. Both reversers, flap config, flaps 30, anti-ice off. Let's do auto brakes 3 and calculate. Okay, so VREF will be 126, so approach speed will be 131, and landing distance will be 6,670 feet. All right. Let's make sure that works with the runway that we've selected. Thanks, Jared, for following me on Twitch here. Darren, you're just building all kinds of stuff, man. All right. So 13 left. Aloha. Aloha que pasa, man. What is he's mixing languages here? 10,000 foot runway, 6,600 feet. That should work just fine for us. Okay, landing data is reviewed. So it's going to be flaps 30, 126 on the VREF. Okay. Auto brakes will be auto brakes 3. Arrival briefing. All right, crew. We are on the Cameron 5. The Cameron 5 arrival. We'll enter that over at Sea Isle. We need to cross Hogs at 180 and Cameron about 11,250, and then we're going to vector ourselves over to Covier, and we'll pick up the RNAV GPS Zulu, runway 13 left approach. This is going to have a about a 10 knot crosswind, and this is not the active runway, but we're going to do it anyway because it's fun, and this is a really fun approach to fly by hand. So at CORSAIR we'll fly VNAV, and then when we get to ASALT, that's going to be 3,000 feet at 210 knots. Canarsie is going to be 2,000 feet. At Leza, we need to check altitude at 1246. Silji at 833. Robji at 450. The MDA is 1260. MSA, I'm sorry, yeah, it's 1260. RVR is 2 miles. MSA is 2,900 feet, and missed approach. Do not exceed 210 knots until DeVito. Get it, Danny DeVito? Climb to 4,000 feet on extended visual approach track to 13 left, then direct to DeVito, track 073 to Herbo and hold. So we're going to fly this with the autopilot off. Probably as we pass Canarsie, I'll fly autopilot off. I want to be fully configured right around here. And then we'll fly autopilot off. I'll use the flight director to get us down here. This is a really tight turn. It doesn't look like it, but it is. I've done it in an MD-11 once before, and it had me sweating bullets as we were making this turn. I don't know if the scenery is going to have the Lefferts Boulevard rills, but they should be here. As we pass Silji, you'll see some rills on the right-hand side that lead you into the runway. We'll see if they're present or not. They very well may be, because we're using AEP right now, and it has a lot of that stuff in there. But this is a really fun approach, and we got a little 10-knot crosswind to add to it. So that means when we make this turn, we're going to have to turn quite a bit. We're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive with the bank angle here than normal, because the wind is coming from this direction, and it's going to blow us off course. So we got to account for this wind drift and tighten up this turn. The flight director should do that for us, but we just need to be cognizant of that as we roll out on this runway heading. If we're drifted really far to the left, we're going to go around and we'll try it again. Or we're going to stop messing around with it and we'll just come around and land on the 2-2s. But that's the plan for now. Wow, look at that sky tonight. It's beautiful. Okay, decision altitude is 1260 Barrow. Okay, that's set. And let's go ahead and get everybody in their seats. Oh, seatbelt sun's already on. I'll just remind them. Okay. Let's get a weather check one last time. Information Charlie is current 8 minutes ago. 2 winds are at 8. And they are arriving on 13 left per the real world ATIS, guys. So this is an authorized approach. It's only 8 knots crosswind now. 3027. Alright guys, I'm excited for this approach. It's really fun. And I fancy myself as a bit of a stick and rudder guy on for flight sims. Obviously, I'm not a real commercial pilot, but when it comes to flying flight sim stuff, I like to fly with the autopilot off as much as I can. So we'll be flying this approach, that turn to 13 left will be autopilot off. I might even turn off the auto throttle too. Why not? I think we'll just do it the good old fashioned way. Hey Darren, we may have discussed this before, just out of curiosity, and if it's not a big deal at all. Is there any way to make the CTAP to standby when there's no other controllers online? Hey, Darren, I was thinking about that. I want to try to do one this Friday, but I need to see how everybody's availability is because I can't fly Saturday night. I can't fly Saturday night. I got to go up to somebody's birthday party. No, I don't want to say it like that. I'm going to somebody's birthday party, so I won't be able to fly. But Friday night I'm available, and I'd love to get something going. Whoa, John Factory. Thanks for joining me on Twitch. That's awesome. That's 2 new followers on Twitch tonight. Okay, Darren, that's cool. It's really not needed. It's just, it'd be a nice to have feature request, but by no means is it a big deal if it doesn't. Alright, FMC message, reset MCP altitude with pleasure. I'll be right back, guys. My daughter's here. She's grabbing some stuff. Dude, why is this VNAV going so crazy right now? Oh man, it's a Twitch apocalypse today. Thanks for, I got another follower on Twitch. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, guys. I'm trying to build my Twitch channel, so every one of you guys helps a lot. All right, crew. Let's see. Speed's going to be 0.824 Mach, and we're more or less on profile here. I think this might be the most concurrent viewers I've ever had on Twitch in my entire life. I'm so grateful for you guys being here tonight. Thanks so much. Okay. A little bit of vertical deviation below. It looks like the autopilot's correct now. Alright, descent speed's going to be 307 indicated. So there's ATC on for Boston Center, but they're just outside the area for JFK, which is okay. I just wanted to get a flight in the 777 tonight, guys. It's been over a month since I've flown it, and you know, your skills kind of atrophy when you don't fly these planes constantly. That's why real-world airline pilots don't fly 5 different aircraft types. They fly one at a time. Alright, speed. Because there's a lot of buttons and a lot of things you got to do on each one that you can easily forget to do if you're not doing it all the time. So that's the one thing about flight simming is you're constantly flying different types of airplanes. And if you don't go back and revisit some every now and then, you get kind of rusty. The case in point for me is, I'll tell you, the jet that I haven't flown in a long time now is the FF777-200. I'm probably going to fly that on maybe Wednesday night, just to get a short flight in, because it's been so long since I've flown it, I don't even remember half the stuff I'm supposed to know. And that jet is very labor intensive, so you can't sleep on it, you know. You have to constantly fly it to keep your skills up because there's so much to do. Fox, that's cool. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Belgium pilot. Yeah, I was in Belgium in February. I went to, are you from Belgium? I'm assuming. I was in Brussels for a day. I took the Eurostar from London. It was cool. I've been to Belgium before too. Back in 2019, I went on the German side of Belgium. I did like a Battle of the Bulge battle site tour. I went to Malmedy, Bastogne, a couple other places. It was really cool. Okay. So Culver will be at 4,000 feet. Okay. Cross Cameron and maintain 1,250 knots. Oh, hey, John. Awesome. I'm glad that you asked. You live in Toronto. Okay. This is called XVATSIM. It's a free-to-use plugin that my good friend Darren, he's on my YouTube side of the house stream, he made this, and it's for free. This is version 1.01, and it interfaces with your flight plan, and it gives you all the different air traffic controllers. It has a lot of features built into it. It's free, and you can get it at 2 places. You can come over to my Discord server and get it here. Or you can get it... Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted. It's in my Flight Sim file download section. Or you can go to his X-Plane forum post, which I'll post here in the chat. Either place. Alright, we can download it here. So, it's really awesome, and it's free, and it works great. It's payware quality stuff that you can all have to pay for. Thank you, Darren. if you fly on VATSIM, I can't even fly without it now. I don't even know what to do with that. Okay, altimeter's 3027. Cross check at 17,000. 3027 on a standby. Oh yeah, I definitely did that. Also, apparently, people in Brussels like spare ribs, like barbecue spare ribs. I didn't realize that you guys like that stuff because that's a big American kind of barbecue thing. I went to a restaurant where it was like Mozart's all-you-can-eat spare ribs. It was really good. Yeah. So what I like about it, John, is it's persistent, so it stays inside of X-Plane. Unlike X-Pilot that, you click over here and you lose it, right? But it stays in here, and then when you have a lot of controllers online, it gives you a list of the irrelevant controllers for your phase of flight, and it will auto-tune the standby frequency for the next controller you're likely to encounter. Sometimes it gets it wrong, but most of the time it's correct, so that all you gotta do is click a button and you're on the next frequency, going up and going down. So it's really good. Alright, altimeters are cross-checked. I forgot to mention that. Alright, so just for full disclosure, guys, we're getting kind of close to landing here, and this is going to be a very labor-intensive landing, so I might have to stop looking at my chat for a bit, so please don't be offended if I miss your message. As I get below 10,000 feet, I'm going to really be focusing straight ahead here, because I got all my OBS and chat stuff on the right screen, and then you can't see it, but my gigantic monitors right here, and I need to start looking straight ahead. So normally, if we were just doing a straight-in ILS approach, it wouldn't be as big of a deal, but we're flying the RNAV GPS runway 13 left approach Zulu, and it's kind of I want to say it's difficult. It is for me anyway. I'm going to go ahead and tune in to CTAF now, just so I can listen to the JFK traffic if there's anybody moving around there. Keep the altitude coming down, 4,000 feet. Alright, speed 271. Yellow part of the speed? What do you mean? This is the VNAV band. We should be okay. Okay, new speed 240. Yeah, the yellow stuff is down here, so. Alright, exterior lights.
Kennedy traffic, Delta.
Approach checklist complete.
Kennedy traffic, Delta 2342 heavy pushing back from Bravo 22 Kennedy.
You know what, guys? I don't even have any clue what gate we're supposed to park at. Terminal 8. Alright, real quick while we have a quick moment here. I know below 10,000 feet, but I need to know where we're parking. Terminal 8. Let's see. Charts. Taxi. All right, Terminal 8 is over here. Okay. Terminal 8. That helps. That's going to be over here. So when we taxi, we're going to exit and go down Bravo. We'll take Bravo over to Tango Alpha and we'll go into the gates that way. All right, tracking.
Kennedy traffic, Atari 57 Hotel, descending 6000, 4R nav, 13 left, Zulu.
Oh, yeah, John. Like I would say that the RNAV Zulu 13 left is one of the most difficult. For me personally, one of the most difficult RNAV approaches to fly by hand. I always do it by hand. I don't use the autopilot for this. It's just that sharp turn, and you don't really have a lot of time to roll out on a heading. The other ones that are difficult are going to be the RNP approach into Toncontin, and the river visual approach into DCA are ones that I like to fly but are difficult. And this one will be difficult, but I'll do my best to do it right. And if we don't do it right, we're going to go around and we'll try it again. No, I don't use Neo. I don't really like the guy that makes it. I don't want to support anything that guy does. He's a pretty toxic, evil man. So, no evil. This is just stock X-Plane Sky stuff. I am using AEP for the airport environment, and I'm using AEXP, or XPME.
Traffic West Wind 28 Heavy's going to line up and wait on 13 right.
I'm using XPME for the terrain and AEP for the airport, but no Neo for the sky. That guy can go get lost. And the second beer, we're ready for landing, guys. We're ready. We're fueled up. Yeah, that dude is something else, man. I think I'll leave it at that. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start getting a slow down here now. Let's go speed 210. Speed brakes in here. Let's go flaps 1 as well.
American 3327.
You know, I do need some speed braking here because we're a bit high on the profile here, so. Hey, HD. Hey, man, you're so lucky you get to go, man. I'm really glad. I hope you'll be covering it on your channel because I just can't make it because I have to work, but I'll be looking forward to some updates from you about it. I just had the basic free, was it the basic free,
Charlie traffic West Wind 28 Heavy's departing runway 13 right.
the basic free XPME is what I meant to say. Alright, speed brakes. Alright, speed 200. Kennedy traffic, good evening. United 3327 on the RNAV Zulu 13 left approach. Alright, flaps 5. Let's make the speed 190 here. Actually, let's make it 180. Alright, so the goal here is to be fully configured by Zadud. Oh crap! You know what? I forgot the altitude. Mean F path. Oh, that's gonna keep us pretty high here. Speed brakes. Gear down. Flaps 15.
2342 is taxiing to 13 right via Kilo Golf Alpha and Quebec. Canada traffic.
Yep, got it. Okay. Okay. Let's do this, man. Alright, flaps 20. Reducing the final approach speed, 131. Speed brakes are armed. Okay, flaps 25. Flaps 30. Before landing checklist, landing gears down. Spoilers are armed. Auto brakes 3. Flaps in transit. Alright, altimeters are cross-checked. ICAS, no alerts. Let's approach altitude. Hold on that. We'll set that at about 500 feet. I don't want to mess up my flight director right now. Oh boy, you guys ready for this? Oh man, okay. Okay, we're fully configured. I did it a little bit early because I don't want to be messing with this crap while I'm trying to land here, so. Alright, autopilot's coming off. Flight director. Okay, auto throttle.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. Runway in sight. Okay, mission approach altitude is set. JFK traffic,
1,000.
American 3327 on final. 1-3 left. All right, I got the Pappies in sight.
Kennedy traffic, Qatar 57 Hotel, number 2, for runway 13 left.
Okay, a little bit low, correcting.
Kennedy traffic, American 514, number 3 for RNF, Zulu, runway 13 left, Kennedy
500.
traffic, number 3.
$400.
Okay, wind 10 knots from the right. Okay, crosswind corrections in.
300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Manual braking.
Approaching 3-1 right.
Kennedy traffic, American 3327 is clear of 1-3 left at Zulu Alpha taxi to Terminal 8 via Bravo.
Good job, American.
Thank you. Oh, I think I missed my turn. Okay, I think we need to go this way and then make a right turn there. Okay, whew. Man, I was a little white knuckling it there for a minute. All right, let me get on this taxiway and then we'll do the after landing checklist. Okay, I'm on taxiway Alpha. I guess I messed up. Sorry, I don't know JFK very well, so we'll take Alpha for a bit then. Or I can just try to boogie over to Bravo real quick. Let's do that.
Approaching 3-1 right.
There we go. Like it never happened. Okay, spoiler handle up. Retract. Flaps. Auto brakes. Off. Wixer. Off. APU. Clock to hold. Stamp trim. Okay. After land checklist complete. Oh, I know, dude. Yeah, hey, listen, I fly to JFK maybe 3 times a year, so this taxiways get a little confusing for me. But you know, nobody will notice.
Any traffic, American 514 is turning short final on F Zulu runway 13 left, Kennedy traffic.
See, I'm not the only guy that likes this approach.
Kennedy
It's really
traffic,
fun.
Delta 2342 heavy lining up departing 13 right, Kennedy traffic. Qatari 57 Hotel vacated runway 13 right, 13 left.
Okay, we should have a turn coming up here
Good
to the
job,
left.
Qatari. Thank you, Captain. Happy landing.
Oh, everybody's being nice here today. Everybody's being so nice here today. I love it.
Who needs ATC?
Never heard of her.
That's what's up.
That's cool.
I wish I were flying the RNAV Zulu to 13 left and taking off 13 right.
It's a very fun approach to fly.
Best approach in the world, beside the Kaitak 13.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and go in here.
And that's what Kennedy's like pretty much every night, dude. It's always really nice, really quiet.
Kennedy traffic, Skybridge 104, 46 miles out northwest, descending through flight level 119er, looking for 13 left. Kennedy traffic.
Dude, can I fit through here? It's gonna be kind of close, huh?
American 514 is clear 13 left at Zulu Alpha. We'll taxi to Terminal 8 via Zulu Alpha, Yankee Alpha, Echo, Alpha, and Alpha to the ramp. Kennedy traffic.
Okay, parking checklist. Transponder. Stand by. Fuel cutoff. Oh man, that was fun. I'm glad I had a nice audience for this tonight too. I hope I did okay. Alright, so aircraft, airplane, ground service. I guess we don't need the stairs, huh? Beacon lights off. ADIRU. Alright. And then external power is on. AP power is off. Let's see doors. Let's open this up on left. Cargo forward cargo. And there you go, guys. At JFK, we made it. That was pretty fun. Let's see what that landing rate was. Alright. Landing rate 329. Dang, dude. I didn't think it was that bad. Huh? I did have a little bit of crosswind correction, but I didn't think it had that much sink in it, but alright. Guess I'll file that crappy landing. Dang. I didn't think it was that hard. You know, just for fun. I'm curious about something. What direction are they landing at DCA tonight? I'm curious. It's hard to tell with that ATIS if they're landing to the north or to the south. I think they're landing south. You know, let's call this guy up. 1985. Potomac approach, American 3327. What direction is DCA landing at this time? You know what? I might be way out of range. Yeah. Try this again. Potomac approach, American 3327. What is the landing direction for DCA at this time? Well, can you pull it up for me? Check. All right. Oh yeah. Hey. Okay. Question, guys. Is our stream done, or should I fly down from JFK down to DCA? I'll switch out aircraft though. Yeah, River Visual. You guys down for that? You guys down? I'll get a 737 for that though. I'm not flying this thing in there. Let me get a show of hands from the YouTube and the Twitch audience. I just need 3 people to say they want me to fly a DCA and we'll load it up. It won't be no problem at all. I'm feeling it. I'm kind of feeling it. I haven't flown a DCA in about a month. I'd like to go in there again, but only if people want to watch it, because I don't want to fly by myself. So let me take the pulse of the people. Are we going to DCA from here? Because we can make it happen. There's one. Just for fun, I'm gonna go ahead and look into that. Okay, there's 2. Bit center. Let's do it. It'll be a free flight because I'm gonna fly United, and United doesn't fly out of JFK, so we'll have to kind of do our own thing here. Let's see here. We'll do a little charter flight. 739. We'll do a 737-900. Okay.
Kennedy traffic, Skybridge 104 on final for runway 13 left. Kennedy traffic.
Well, I don't think we got enough people that want to watch it, but I'll go ahead and plan it in SimBrief all the same, just in case. 7398. So SimBrief, new flight, UAL 7398, K JFK, K DCA. It'll be the 737-900 non-ER. All right, tell you what. Let's go ahead and tentatively plan for it. So we'll go over to the 737. And we're going to change over to Terminal 7. I'm going to do it. The heck with it. I'm going to do it. Let's do it. We're going to start a new flight. We'll do it. Because I want to do it, so. That's only an hour down there. I can set the jet up pretty quick. All right. While we wait for that to reload, we can go ahead and pre-file this. Okay, that's done. We can also go into here and load up the new flight plan. Unload JFK at DCA. JFK 5. Okay, so we're gonna fly it in the 737-900 non-ER. Let's do it. Oh, don't tell me. You know what? It dumped all my preferences again. I'll tell you what. We're gonna change it. We're gonna change this to the. I guess I'll just do it. I have to reset all my views, guys, but I'll make it quick. Oh, hey, John, I have a whole suite of flight model fixes for that. Here, I got you, bro. So come over to my Discord server, go to Flight Sim File Download, and I have fixes for all of the level up 737 V2s. I have a completely different flight model for every one of them, including the 800. And we're going to be flying one of these tonight. So I got you covered. I fixes all that stuff. All your problems will be fixed real quick. Alright, I gotta fix my views, guys. For some reason, all of my preferences got wiped out here. So give me 1 second. I just gotta set up all of my views all over again, but then we can fly. Okay, so that's gonna be 5. Yeah, I got you, man. I got everything you need. In fact, I'm actually working with the level up guys right now to update all the flight models on the next update for them, so. Okay. I don't know why my preferences got dumped recently, but it seems like every jet I have to redo all my views. So just give me a moment here and I'll get this fixed. Okay, so that'll be the overhead. And then we'll go up here to this one. That'll be number 6. All right, let me get this cockpit lighting set up real quick. Yeah, I wasn't intending to do all this. This is stuff that I would normally do off stream, but because my views are all jacked up right now, I have to redo everything. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna close Mobi Flight, and it will turn on CMAT Pro. Okay, and then I need to do my pedestal view. Nope. Okay, that's view 2. Get the pedestal in here. Nope. Crap. That's not my best work right now. Okay. Okay, pedestal view. Damn it! I wish I wasn't having to do this right now. This is not ideal. Just something happened where it dumped all my preferences, and I'm not quite sure why. Okay, and then let me get my FMC view. That should work. Alright, so I got center, left, right, overhead, overhead. Okay, that should be number 3. Yeah, dude, but I'm gonna fly this plane. I'm gonna fly this plane again at some point, and I'm gonna want all this stuff to work. So I just need to get this fixed, and then I won't have to worry about it again. I've been having an issue lately with X-Plane dumping my preferences, and I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. But I think we're all set now. So FMC, far out, pedestal. Alright, I think we're good, guys. We're set. Alright, landing gear levers down, parking brake is release battery, ground power, cockpit lights, to dim, Mach airspeed test. Okay, stall test. Check it later. Okay, IRSs to nav, window heat, probe heat, burns power. Okay, logo lights on, position lights on, wing lights are off, wheel well lights, chip away system test. We'll skip that, skip that, skip that. Takeoff warning system test. Okay, one thing I do have to do is adjust my my detensor for a 777, so I need to reconfigure that. Okay, so get the proper detents in here. That's done. EFIS panel. Let's go. Plan. Alright, weight and balance, airside service. Oh, I don't have my EFB set up. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Cabin lighting, cruise, medium. Okay, weight and balance. Hopefully my preferences at least are saved here. Calibration. Okay, how about the sound? Did the sound save? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Airside service. Let's check that. That doesn't look too correct. Nope, it is correct. That's a light load tonight. All right, cool. All right, position initialization on the FMC. Okay. Route request. Okay, let's load that. I don't think I like that departure runway at all. I guess 22 right is what they're departing on. That's the current ATIS, so 22 right it is. Okay, so departure is going to be the JFK 5, 22 right. Arrival is going to be into DCA. We're looking at the, I think it's RNAV Zulu is what I want. It's essentially the very visual, but backed up with the RNAV. So let's look at that. Yeah, we'll do RNAV Zulu 19. RNAV Zulu 19. And let's check the route. Yep, that looks good. Route activate. Performance initialization. Route request. And it looks like our reserve fuel is going to be 5,300 pounds. Okay, and one limit. I'll grab that information off of SimBrief. So 22 right, got TO2, flaps 5, select temperature 52. So TO2, 52. Flaps 5. And it's, whoa, that CG's not right. Oh yeah. That CG's not right at all. Oh, that's not going to work for me at all. All right, we need to move that way aft. That's not going to work. All right, so let's do this. Let's take and put the passengers back here. That's much better. 22.9 is much better for me. Actually, let's make that 30. Yeah, that's way better. Let's do that. Okay, much better. V speeds are good. So we'll go over here and get the winds put in. We'll request the winds and let's see if it updates our ending fuel. Nope, about the same. Alright, cool. Okay, FMC's checked and set. Let's log back on to X-Plane or X-Pilot. It's United. What's our flight number here? 7398. 739. Okay, do we have no ATC, but our squawk code is 3041. Okay, that's set. Radios are set. TCAS is set. Nav is set. Fuel quantity is 11.5 is set. Flight altitude per our flight plan tonight is 280, so we'll set that up to 29. Okay, flight director's on left, right, auto throttle armed. MCP airspeed will be V2, which is 147. Okay, runway heading is approximately 220. I'll refine that. And we'll set this up to 10,000 feet for now. Okay, altimeters. Okay, weather check. 3028. Okay, auto brake, RTO, APU. Starting. Departure brief. All right, crew. We'll be doing one more flight here down to DCA, flying the River Visual, or a facsimile of that. Check the weather here. Actually, you know what? Let's use ACARS to do this. Weather. Okay. Wind is 210 at 9 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Scattered clouds at 20,000 feet. Temperature 17. Altimeter 3028. At DCA, it's VFR. We have wind 130 at 11. 10 miles visibility. Scattered at 45. Temperature 22. Altimeter 3026. Okay, we are currently at Terminal 7 at JFK. We're going to be taxiing over to 22 right. So, estimated taxi plan is going to be Bravo over to Echo, and Echo full length on 22 right. That's 12,000 feet available on the Kennedy 5 departure. We're on the Robbinsville departure, so we'll expect vectors of Robbinsville VOR after Ringer. Let me see here. So we should go direct to Ringer, it looks like. Let me see if that's in there. So RNGER. Well, that's not going to work. I don't think I had the right fix there. Oh, RNGRR. Okay, that makes a big difference there. RNGRR. And then we'll go direct to Robbinsville from there. All right, let me see what that looks like. Oh, it was already in there. Okay, well, we'll just do this then. There we go. That's better. Alright, B4 start pushback checklist. Lower MFD is on engine. Doors and windows are indicating closed. Yaw dampers on. Hydraulics. Fuel pumps. Parking brake. Set. APU gens 1 and 2. Wheel chocks and ground support equipment is removed. Beacon lights on. Trim air is on. Engine bleeds off. APU bleeds on. Engine start. Ignition left. ACARS. Okay, we're running. Transponder, TARA. Push to start.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
All right, clear to connect, crew. I'll be right back. Let's get this tug hooked up. All right, let's do this. All right, let's plan this text.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Let's do this. That'll be nice.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
JFK traffic, good evening. United 7398, push start gate terminal 7. Alright guys, how about a little open window action here for some amazing level up sounds. Let me get my knee board on here. 7398, I think that's our flight number. Yep, 7398. Alright crew, parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay. Starting 2. Rotation on 2. Oil pressure on 2. Fuel on 2. Fuel flow, EGT. Oil pressure lights out. Starter valve is closed. Good start on 2, starting 1. Rotation on 1. Okay, oil pressure on 1. Fuel on 1. Yeah, man. This is why I fly this over Zebo. Fuel flow, HET. Oil pressure light out. Starter valve closed. Good start on 1 and 2. At the start checklist. Engine wing anti-set required. Engine bleeds on. APU bleeds off. Packs on. Isolation valve auto. Gens on 1 and 2. APU secured. Taxi checklist. Flaps up takeoff. Flaps 5. Step trim 4.97. Takeoff data. V speeds are 142, 143, 147. Plenty of stopping
Operation
distance.
complete. Set parking
B
brake.
speeds on the PFD. Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I don't think I like that takeoff thrust setting. Let's do a little adjustment here. Let's do flex 45 or. To be honest with you, I don't like that either. Let's do TL1. I want a little more push on this thing. That's better. Yeah, let's go with those numbers. Alright, lower MFD on system. Flight controls check. Ailerons left. Ailerons right. Elevator up. Elevator
Tow
down.
is disconnected and
Rudder left,
bypassed and
rudder
has been
right.
removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
JFK traffic. United 7398. Taxi to runway 22 right via Bravo. Echo cross 13 left. Alright, crew. Let's do it. Okay, nose wheel steering, checks left and right, brakes check. Alright, Tweedle, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. You have a good evening too, man. Okay, text checklist is complete. So we're looking for Echo. We're going to cross 13 left at Echo, and then we'll be taking... we'll be taking Echo all the way to the threshold for 22 right. Oh, there's Echo there. I think I just overshot it. Or is this his Echo here? Okay, good. Okay, lights.
Approaching 3, 1, right.
Clear left, then right. Alright, before takeoff checklist, lower MFD. Off. VNAV. Heading select. ICAS is no alerts. Terrain here. Wicks are there. Lights. Start switches. Kennedy traffic, United 7398 departing runway 22 right, Kennedy 5 departure,
Approaching
Robbinsville transition.
2 right.
Alright, let's go. Take the runway. Clear left, clear right. Okay, we're clear for takeoff.
On runway 2 right.
Alright, let's do it, guys. We have a nice quick flight down to DCA. Okay, stabilize, set takeoff thrust. And one toga. Plus set. Okay, thrust hold.
V1 rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Heading select VNAV speed. Alright, let me get direct to Ranger. And LNAV. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Alright, after takeoff checklist. Landing gears up, lights out, handles off. Flaps up, retract. Auto brakes off. Exterior lights are off. Engine start switches off.
JFK traffic, American 4538, taxing runway 13 right, via November Bravo, Quebec. Papa Foxtrot. Anything.
Okay, autopilot's coming on. Altitude 280. Hi crew, we're heading down to DCA. Looks like we got some ATC that came online too for us. So that'll be nice. So we got Washington Center, which is recent change, and they've only been on for 20 minutes, so we'll be talking to them soon. And then we have Potomac Approach, which is on not that long ago too. So we'll have the ATC all the way into DCA. Whoa, what's up with this flight plan here? Alright, tell you what, let's do this. Let's just go direct Robbinsville. That should fix it. There we go. I'm not sure what that was about, but direct Robbinsville. Washington Center wants to talk to me. Let's do it. Altimeter standard. Washington Center, good evening. United 7398 with you, climbing to 185 or 280.
Was that United 7398?
Affirm.
Yeah, 7398, Wash, good evening. Climb maintain flight level 280.
Climb maintain flight level 280, United 7398.
Southwest 2338, clear at Martinsburg, Mike Romeo Bravo. Southwest 2338, clear direct to Martinsburg. Southwest 2338, 2338, Southwest, going to Nashville, radio check. Southwest 2338, radio check.
Sorry, go ahead, Southwest 2338.
Southwest 2338, clear direct Martinsburg, Mike Romeo Bravo.
Okay, clear Micro Bravo, Southwest 23, sorry.
Skybridge 356, Jacksonville Center is closed now. Frequency change route, have a good night. Skybridge 356, Jacksonville Center is closed. Frequency change approved, good night.
Change approved, have a good night.
Alright guys, so we don't have a whole lot of time between when we level off and when we descend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the approach checklist now, and we'll start running those numbers just to kind of get ahead of this. Because I won't have time when we're flying this thing. Let's go ahead and do landing performance. Okay, auto brakes 3, flaps 30, approach speed 140. That's pretty good. That gives us a stopping distance of 109 feet, but I think we can do a little bit better than that. So we have 6,869 feet available. So we'll do auto brakes 3, flaps 30, approach speed 140. Or correction, VRAP 140, so approach speed will be 145. So 30, 140. Auto brakes 3. Okay. Arrival briefing. We're on the Clipper 3 RNAV arrival coming from the north.
Southwest 4536, contact Potomac approach, 119.85, good night.
We'll pick it up around Modena. And we will be crossing Baltimore. Clipper at 12, Baltimore at 10 at 250. Heading straight down here, we'll swing a right turn at Eyes and again at Brunk. And we'll parallel the Potomac River and we'll get vectors over to Derrick. Then we'll pick up the RNAV Zulu 19 approach at Derrick. Okay, we need to cross that at 180, 2,700 feet. I want to start configuring for landing. Right as we get there, I want to start coming into flaps 30 with the gear down, because I'll be flying this approach mostly by hand all the way down to the runway. The approach minimums are 550.
7398, direct Clipper.
Direct Clipper, 7398. Alright, we are clear direct Clipper. Actually, let's see, Clipper. Direct Clipper. Alright crew, we're leveling off at flight level 280. We're going to maintain seatbelt signs on because we don't have a lot of time before we head down. Cruise speed 0.68 Mach.
Yeah, 7398, cross Clipper 12000, the Baltimore altimeter 3027.
Clipper at 12000. Southwest. Correction, United 7398. Got my airlines mixed up. Okay. So we got that. Okay, the minimums are 550 baro. RVR is going to be 1.5 mile visibility, which we should have. MSA is 2,500 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we're going to climb on to 3,000 on the final approach track to runway 19, and then direct bad, and then hold. Continue climbing and hold 3,000. So if we have a missed approach, we're going to climb straight ahead. Runway heading is 187. I'll put that in here so I don't forget.
Washington Center, good evening. American 416, with you passing 13,000, climbing flight level 190.
American 416, Washington, climbing about 350.
350 for American 416, thanks.
Okay, 550 on the decision altitude. Landing altitude should be basically 0. Yep. Seatbelt signs are on. Okay, top of the set's coming up at about 18 miles. 15 miles. And weather at DCA. Information Victor. Wind 130 at 11. Temperature 22, altimeter 3026.
Delta 2342, Atlanta is closed for UC approved. Good night.
2242 for Unicom. Have a good one.
Alright, crew, heading down. I went to the galley to grab me one more champagne of beers because I can't land without one. Delicious.
And Center American 2347 with a question.
Go ahead.
Question, do you provide top-down coverage for Philly, or is that normally New York?
We don't. So Philly belongs to New York, so Philly, like the airport itself, and then Philly Tricon, the approach control airspace there, which is essentially surface to 12,000, basically. That all is New York. So we, Washington, we hand off like on the pads and the gyms. So we do the arrival from the en route side on those two arrivals into Philly, but we hand off to Philly approach, and Philly approach is under New York.
Roger, good to know. That way I can plan my approach accordingly.
Yep, well, as of right now, there is nobody on up there. And United 7398, contact Potomac approach 119.85. Have a good night.
1985 for United 7398. So long. Alright, here we go. Good evening, Potomac approach, United 7398 with you, descending flight level 250, direct clipper.
Delta 1558, wind 14011, runway 19, clear to land. Give me a second thing about it. United 7398, Potomac approach, hello sir. Descend via the Clipper 3 arrival, Washington landing south, expect river visual, runway 19 approach, the Baltimore altimeter 3027.
Okay, we'll descend via the Clipper 3. We'll expect river visual for 19. United 7398.
Delta 1558, runway 19, clear to land.
So, guys, we were assigned the river visual, but we're going to fly the RNAV Zulu because it's essentially the same thing. The RNAV Zulu is just going to give me more vertical and lateral guidance. Dude, you gotta have it, man. Like, come on. It's the champagne of beers, bro. I mean, it's like drinking champagne in a beer bottle. It's so good, man. So again, for this approach, my plan is once we cross Derrick, we need to be almost fully configured for landing. Autopilot's coming off, auto throttle's coming off. We're gonna fly all the way down to the runway
4536 to one shortcut.
with the autopilot off.
FM Southwest 4536. Southwest 4536, flight heading 190, descend and maintain 6000, vectors ILS 10 approach. Heading 10, vectors 10, subs 4536. So second altitude Southwest 4536. 6,000, sir. 6 miles of Southwest 4536.
Okay, crew looking good. Local altimeter is 3927.
1558, welcome to Washington. Heading runway right on Golf. What's your gate?
Right on Golf, and we can take anything from the gate.
1558, exit there, join Kilo, gate your choice, thank you for flying.
Alright, exit Golf, join Kilo.
Altimeter setting. Altimeter setting.
Oh crap! Over here, sleeping on the wheel. 3027. Let's cross check real quick. Yeah, we're
Southwest
cross
4536, descend and maintain 3000.
Oops.
6000 Southwest.
The altimeter is cross checked. We are a bit high here. I'm gonna put some speed brakes in.
Southwest 4536, heading 100.
Speed 258.
Heading 100, Southwest 4536.
Good cold high life is the best, man.
Eva 5488 on the ground at Dulles. Request clearance.
You know what? I also like Miller Genuine Draft too. I like that one. I like Miller beer, just period. It's Milwaukee's finest, dude.
Eva 5488, heavy Potomac approach. Hello, sir. You received one over text. Check your V-Pilot window for your ACARS tab, and there'll be a PDC in there for you. If you'd like a verbal clearance, I am able to advise me.
V-Pilot? VNAV path. We don't use V-Pilot. See, the whole world is so Microsoft Flight Simulator centric. V-Pilot is Microsoft Flight Simulator. What about X-Pilot?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Honestly, I think X-Pilot's better than V-Pilot anyway.
Eva 5488 Heavy is cleared to the New York Kennedy Airport. Jacoby 4 RNAV departure. A-guard. Transition. Then is filed. Maintain 3000. Expect 17,000. 5 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency. Squawk 2162.
That was a very well read IFR clearance. Very clear. I wish they would all read them like that. Nice and slow. That guy, that poor evil pilot's like, what? He didn't get it. This poor guy. Let's see here.
Squawk 2162 5488.
No.
5488, squawk read back correct. Verify final altitude 1717,000. That's the highest altitude for your segment.
Oh man, he's struggling. He's an international pilot, so he's probably not familiar with how we do our ATC here. FMC speed.
Southwest 4536, clear direct column intersection. Direct column from Southwest 4536. Southwest 4536, descend and maintain 2,300. 2,300, Southwest 4536.
And approach Delta 1558, we're about to hop up. Just want to say thank you for the ATC. Great job tonight.
Thank you for traffic. Thank you for flying in. Cheers.
Okay, level at 12,000.
Southwest 4536 is 5 miles from column. Flight President heading maintain 2,300 to establish on localizer. Cleared ILS runway 10 approach. President 2,300 cleared ILS 10 Southwest 4536. Eva 5488, are you ready to push?
Can you repeat the departure procedure, please?
Oh no.
Eva 5488.
He said, this controller is being very patient and polite. I like that. He's doing everything right. And I will say this, so the guy, this EVA pilot, is from Hong Kong. That's his home airport. When I fly to Hong Kong and VATSIM, their controllers are excellent. They're very polite, they speak great English, and they're very accommodating, and they will explain things to you if you don't understand what
Southwest 4536,
what they
Baltimore
mean.
wind 140 at
So
5,
I like that
runway 10
our controllers are
clear
being
line.
the same way to this international pilot who's on our airspace.
Southwest 4536.
Because I think that as far as international air traffic controllers, Hong Kong is my absolute favorite place to go because they are so good, so polite, great English, helpful. I love flying to Hong Kong. That's my primary like long distance like overnight. If I'm gonna do like a long haul, it's typically from Anchorage to like Hong Kong. I just love it there. All right, crew, heading down. There's 110.
1,000 to go.
Yeah, let's keep it going down. Down to 4,000. Okay, decel.
Eva 5488, ready to push.
Eva 5488 Heavy, push onto Bravo. Call for taxi. Expect runway 30 for departure.
He's thinking about it.
Eva 5488, taxi on Bravo and departure runway 30.
Alright, let's get the lights on. Approach checklist is complete.
Yeah, 7398 to maintain 8,000.
Down 8,000, 7398.
Yeah, 7398 to Washington altimeter 3026.
3026. Okay, down to 8. There's that glorious place. Yeah, look at that. I love DC, guys. Look at this. Washington Monument, Lincoln Monument, the reflecting pool, the reflective pool, reflection pool. And then this is the National Mall right here. The Smithsonian's over here. The Capitol building. I was just in DC a couple months ago.
7398 to maintain 6,000.
That is 6,000. United 7398. I love DC, man. Like in real life, I like to go there. I actually am going to be uploading some shorts on my channel over the coming weeks of some plane spotting I did at DCA. It was amazing. The planes came down so low, I felt like I could touch them when they flew overhead.
Southwest 4536, welcome to Baltimore. Exit runway left, left Papa, what's your gate, sir?
Bravo 1 Southwest.
Uh-oh, what's going on over there?
Left Papa, right Echo, thank you for flying.
Somebody's in trouble.
Barcode, Southwest 4536.
Potomac approaching Apex 1 on the ground at Richmond with information Bravo looking for IFR departure plans to Reagan.
Apex 1. Potomac departure, hello. Apex 1 is cleared to the Washington National Airport via
I'm gonna start slowing us down. Let's go speed 210.
Maintain 5,000. Expect 11,000. 5 minutes after departure of this frequency, squawk 0067.
Cleared via...
That's our landing runway there.
There's up to 5,000. Squawk 0067.
United 7398 to maintain 3,000. At 3,000, reduce speed to 180 knots.
3,180 knots, United 7298.
Apex 1, read back correct. Call for push.
At speed 180. Speed brakes. Flaps 1 for drag. I'm going to do vertical speed. Let's do 1,500 feet a
Apex 1,
minute.
your read back is correct. Call for push. Runway 2 for departure.
Apex 1 will call for push.
Approach, good evening, American 4538, passing through 16,500 for 12,000, direct flipper.
American 4538, Potomac approach, hello sir, welcome aboard. Baltimore altimeter 3027, descend via the Clipper 3, Washington landing south. Expect rear visual runway 19 approach.
Descend via the Clipper 3 and we'll expect the rear visual American 4538.
Apex 1 ready for push.
Man, we got a lot of altitude
Apex
to
1,
lose.
push is approved, call for taxi, runway 2.
Push approved, we'll call for taxi runway.
You know what? I never do this. Let's do flaps 2. I need some more drag. Let's go at 2,000 feet a minute. So I got the speed brakes out. Flaps 2. I think we're just a little bit faster. Flaps 5. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, it's 398, turn left heading 240, vector visual approach.
Okay, left heading 240. United 7398. Alright, I am going to put direct Derek in here.
Yeah,
Sequence the approach.
7398. Continue left turn heading 180 on your rollout. Potomac River still the clock at 3 miles
to go.
about the river.
Okay, left heading 180. We'll call the airfield site. United 7398.
Negative, not the airfield, sir. The Potomac River. This is a chartered river visual approach, so I'm pointing out a landmark. Advise the river.
River. We'll call the river 7398.
Thank you.
Dang. He said no, fool. Alright, flaps 5. Alright, speed brakes. And Potomac approach, United 7398. We got the Potomac River in sight.
Yeah, 7398 cleared visual runway 19 approach.
Cleared river visual 19 approach. South United 7398. Let's go.
Apex 1 ready for
LNAV, VNAV.
1,000 to go.
Apex 1, runway 2, taxi via
Okay,
Alpha,
speed.
uniform 4.
160. Flaps
uniform
15.
for 2.
Gear down.
Potomac approach, EVA 5488, ready for taxi.
Flaps
5488
25.
heavy, thank you, runway 30, taxi
Final
via
push speed,
Bravo,
145.
Zulu, Yankee,
Flaps 30.
1, Dallas altimeter 3026.
There's the Potomac River straight ahead.
Potomac approach, EVA 5488, taxi to Bravo, Zulu, Yankee 11 to runway 30.
Feedback correct.
Alright guys, you ready? I haven't flown this approach in a while. Wish me luck. Autopilot.
Yeah, it's 398, Washington wind 140 at 11, runway 19, clear to land.
Clear land 19. Then it's 7398. Okay, auto throttle's off, autopilot's off.
And Apex 1, you're in uniform, that's okay. Follow uniform all the way at the end of the advisory.
2,500.
Parker, good evening. United 1193 with Victor, Bravo 10, DCA, ready for push.
Yeah, 1193, Potomac departure. Hello, sir. Push on the kilo approved. Call for taxi. Expect 19er.
Expect 19er and push approved on the kilo, United 1193.
Okay, landing checklist, landing gears down. Speed brakes arm, auto brakes. 3. Altimeter's cross check. Hold for missed approach altitude. Runway's in sight. Okay, missed approach altitude is set.
Approaching minimums. 500. Minimums.
Continue. Okay, we'll clear the land. A little slow, correcting.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Manual braking.
Departure United 1193 is taxi.
1193, thank you, runway 19er, taxi Kilo, Lima, Juliet, cross runway 15 at Juliet.
Kilo, Lima, Juliet, cross runway 9 on Juliet. United 1193.
Yeah, 7398, welcome to Washington, right on Juliet, cross runway 4, what's your gate?
Stand up for the gate.
American 4538, descend and maintain 1010,000, speed 250 knots.
Okay, 4538, down to 1010,000. Can I get that now one more time?
Speed 250.
250, American 4538.
Yeah, 7398, cross runway 4 on Juliet. Do you have a gate?
Yeah, Charlie 23.
Approaching 4.
That'd be cross runway 4 at Juliet, United 7398. Okay, after landing checklist, landing key spoiler handles up.
Thank you, 7398 on Juliet, Kilo 5 Kilo, thank you for flying.
Okay, Juliet Kilo 5 Kilo, Southwest 7398. Thank you. Correction, United 7398.
Thank you.
And for United 1193, I just want to confirm is Kilo Lima Juliet.
Kilo 5. It's at your 10 o'clock right there, the diagonal taxiway. Kilo 5 to Kilo, and then join Kilo to the ramp. Your choice.
Okay, APU's coming on.
No, it's for United 1193 to taxiing to runway 19. Is it Kilo Lima Juliet?
Excuse me. United 1193. Affirmative. Kilo Lima Juliet. Cross runway 33 at Juliet.
Okay, clock is stopped. Stab tram.
Do you have Lima in your chart?
I'm looking at it. I'm kind of struggling to find it. I apologize about that.
After that checklist complete.
All All right, sir. So Lima is between Kilo and Juliet, just south of the 1-5 crossing. So it's a little diagonal taxiway on the chart between Kilo and Juliet. Depending on your resolution, you might not see it. It's listed in hotspot 1 on the FAA chart with the copper circle.
Yeah, I see it now. It's kind of weird because on my end it looks like Kilo turns into November and then Lima Juliet for me. So yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, 1193. If unable, you can cross runway 33 at Kilo Sierra Juliet.
I can make my next right here on the Lima for United 1193.
Thank you. American 4538 to center maintain 8,000.
Got 8,000, American 4538.
EVA 5488 heavy. On departure, fly heading 330. Wind 140 at Fife. Runway 30.
Man, he's
Clear
hitting
for
it with the
takeoff.
full phonetic alphabet tonight. He's giving him everything. Alright, here's our gate. It's not try 23, it's try 26, but that's okay.
And I think I have a window light, put that in the translator. United 1193, wind 140, 11, runway 19er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 19er, United 1193.
Departure good evening, United 730 with Victor, looking for pushback on the Kilo, Bravo 12.
United 7398, Potomac departure, hello, excuse me, United 730, Potomac departure, hello sir, push on the Kilo, approved, call for taxi, runway 19er.
Push on the Kilo, approved, call for taxi, runway 19er, United 736.
American 4538, to center maintain 6,000, speed 210 when you get there.
6,210 when I get there, American 4538.
Okay, parking checklist. Transponder off. APU gens on 1 and 2. Fuel cutoff switch off.
Potomac approach, EVA 5488, ready for takeoff.
EVA 5488 on departure, fly heading 330, runway 30 cleared for takeoff.
Potomac approach, hiding 330.
Somebody meet me at the duty free.
Hey, you did a great job, man.
Thank you.
You're a great ambassador.
Appreciate it.
Seatbelts on. Chime. Okay, ground power on. APU off. Alright guys, that concludes our flight tonight. That was a fun approach. It was a little...
United 1193, passing.
It wasn't exactly aligned the way I wanted it to.
United 1193, radar contact.
Let me give you a disclaimer. The wind was 130 at 10, and I did not account for the crosswind. So we were a little misaligned there. The 3 Miller High Lifes that I had probably did not help tonight. I still, this is what I, without question, the River Visual or the RNAV Zulu approach into DCA 19.
American 4538, wind speeds back to center maintain 3,000 vectors, River Visual, runway 19.
It's my favorite approach in all of Flight Sim. Like, this is my favorite thing to do in any plane, any airport. I love the River Visual into 19. So I normally fly it really good, but I haven't flown it in a month and I'm a little inebriated. So it wasn't my best work, but we got it down safe, didn't bend any metal. And we had great ATC tonight into here. This Potomac approach controller is on his stuff. So I want to thank you guys, especially for you guys who just joined me on Twitch tonight. This is the most people I've had join me on one stream. I really appreciate you being here. I'm trying to build my Twitch channel in addition to my YouTube channel, so I appreciate the support from both. I think some of you guys joined my Discord server, so welcome aboard. I'll talk to you there. I'm on Discord all the time. It's my baby. I built that channel from one. I built that server from one person up to almost 2,000 now over several years. So my Discord server is like my it's like my special thing. So I'm glad you guys will be joining us there. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some dinner and go play some more in the Pacific. I'll probably be streaming again in a couple nights in the 747-200. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.